Empty eye sockets. When I was 17, my friends offered me a part-time job at the dream holiday home for the summer months. There was nothing to do, and I was at that age when I wanted to feel the taste of my own hard-earned money. The holiday home was outside the city. Beautiful places. A river. The work was not easy, but I remember this time with especially good feelings. We worked in the kitchen of this luxurious establishment. Our chef was a kind-hearted person, a professional in her field, Aunt Luba. That's what we called her. She did not welcome pathos among her workers, as she called us. We went to work at 5 o'clock in the morning on the bus of this organization. I already mentioned that the road went far out of town. It ran past a suburban cemetery. One day, returning from a shift on the bus, tired but happy, I found a free seat in the cabin. It ended up on the same seat with Mrs. Luba. We were talking. She loved to talk. When we started driving past the cemetery, Mrs. Luba suddenly looked in his direction and said, "Today is 20 years since my daughter's death. We need to remember her." I looked at her in surprise and asked, "Did you have another daughter? You do have other grown-up children, right?" "Yes, I have an adult son, but 20 years ago, at the age of 10, my first daughter Olga died," she answered. In response to my unobtrusive request to tell me under what circumstances this happened, she told me this difficult story. She was born to us, as they say, with empty eye sockets. Have you ever seen such eyes? This is when the tear duct is not visible in the inner corner of a person's eye. This is especially visible in photographs. This is a bad omen. They say that such people do not live long. Over the years, anxiety no longer made itself felt. Only when Alia turned 9, my father and I bought her a beautiful coat. We asked her to try on her new thing. We were so happy. But even then, after trying it on boringly, she said to us, "I won't wear it anyway," and left it lying on the chair. She was a strange child for us. Withdrawn, thoughtful. She loved books. They were our friends, but we doted on her. She loved water very much. That is, to be near bodies of water, be it a river or a lake. She loved going fishing with her father, and one day, they went fishing together again on our river. When they first arrived, she had already, according to my husband, dived into the water and never came back up. That day, my sister, Alia's aunt, came running to me, without even taking off her shoes. She immediately asked me in the hallway, "Where's Olga?" I said that I had gone fishing with my father. My sister, in great excitement, told me her dream that she had seen the day before. "I dream that I see Olga sitting on the bank of the river." Suddenly a huge black hand emerged from the water, like a cloud, and took Olga into the water with it. I was alarmed. My heart started pounding, but I had no way of contacting them at that moment. Of course, at that time, later my husband arrived, bringing with him the most terrible news in my life. Aunt Luba fell silent. I was silent too. I only looked at the face of this woman, which I probably only now was able to really look at. Always laughing, full of energy. At 50 years old, she could give any of us a run for her money. She was sitting now, holding her head straight, and practically not blinking her eyes. They found her only on the 3rd day. Divers pulled her out. My distraught husband did not leave the other side all these days. I certainly could not get out of bed. It turns out that her hair got caught on a snag lying on the bottom, and then her body was carried into some hole, which is why they could not find her right away. So that's how it is, my dear. Today it's been 20 years since she died. And with a smile she added, "Well, then don't believe in omens, folk ones. It's time to go out." Well, shall we go, Beauty?